Welcome friends. Today we will show you about the types of NVMe SSD. There are normally three types of NVMe: SATA and M.2 NVMe. SATA M.2 or NVMe M.2. So normally many users purchase this device and they tell us that this device is not working. But there are two type of technology. One is a SATA, which is working as a SATA hard disk or SATA SSD like that. That is a normal connections we can do it. And another is an NVMe M.2 that required special connections. So we have a different type of connections. You can check here. We have this type of connection. This is a simple connection. But here this slot will not work as a SATA. Only this will work as a SATA. This will work through the SATA cable. If you run this NVMe M.2, then it required the special connections and one PCI card is connected on the board, then only this connection will run. So remember, this is your M.2 NVMe and this is SATA M.2. So this only work which has a two notch. One is here and one is here. This will only run on the single notch. So here you can see this will run and this will run here. This will run here and this will only run here only. But it will not run with only this connection. It also required this PCI card connections. So this is one item. Second item, MRT has given this card. So this is also second items. But this has a normal connections also, and if sometime IC is dry and it is not connection, then we have to connect in additional converter is there. With this MRT it is coming. MRT especially make this for the PC 3000 portable, but you can we are using this with the MRT as a data copy or load LDR also for the SATA drive. So we are using this as a SATA drive. So this is an introduction about these converters and these cards we will show you. Okay. So next video we continue. So here are the protocol working concept SSD NVMe types. One is coming with an SSD M.2 SATA. These working on the SATA protocol. So SATA protocol means it is easy to connect, no problem, it will directly run, and this will run only on the B key. You can check where is a B key and where is an M key, that you have to identify. You have to see the controller side. First you have to check the controller side. This is your controller side, this is also controller side, and this is also controller side. So controller side, left side is notch is we say B key, and right side we say M key. In some NVMe you can find only one notch, but this is very rare. It available on two notch or one M, B and M or M. This is very rare case you can see in the field. But normally they are coming NVMe M.2 or SATA M.2. So SATA M.2 we can connect easily with the MRT or PC 3000 UDMA, no problem. But these only run in PC 3000 portable for data recovery purpose. PC 3000 portable. Okay, portable we require this device. So this is different technologies. So it will not run as a SATA. So that you have to remember. That is an M key, M2 special connect PCI controller additional to technology, that is a PCI card, and this is connect with the SATA. So whenever you have this type of NVMe, then only you can connect direct through the SATA. These with M key, only M key NVMe, that is NVMe M.2 will not work with the SATA protocol. You required special PCI card or some another device to work. So this is one tool, that is a SSD NVMe protocol. So you have to remember this one notch here and one notch here, that you have to understand these things. Okay. These are two commonly. Another notch also coming, but they are used in Apple and another's device, you can use it. Okay. Next. The NVMe to SATA converter, these we are using normal. So if you have this type of notch, what I say before, this type of will run here and this will run here, but it will not run with the SATA. It required this special cable. This cable is coming, and this card you have to connect PCIe Express card. So you have to connect on the system, and this will not auto detect. You have to power off and power on, then this NVMe will detects. So this is the first option. So these also available in the market. One, we also already sell this type of, and if you want with this cable also, this also. So if you want this type of cards, you can buy from us. We have available this card also, but it will run directly to SATA with this only B key M key. Not only M key will not work. This is your M key and this is your B and M both. So remember these things. You have to understand the concept of these two things. So when you buy, all the NVMe will not run, only SATA NVMe will run through this SATA card. So this is your SATA connections, and for this you require these connections, and this you have to connect. You also require this card. So remember NVMe to SATA converter. If you want these cards, you can buy from us. We already have these cards, and if you want with the cable and connector, that is also available. For complete video about how to use, you can enroll our online offline course and study step by step class, or you can purchase this device. Contact us. We are on next video. We will show you how we are connect, how to load LDR, how to give the temperature, what is the heating. This all device we can show you in our class. If you want to join our online class, you can join our online offline class of SSD. We are starting the SSD class. SSD basic and logical. First step is SSD logical and basics. So introduction to SSD storage, common problem in SSD, SSD storage working, SSD controller chip, how many type of chips, NAND chip, info and all those things, different SSD utility softwares, what is an SM, what types of controller are there, what is a safe mode, what is a ROM mode, how to enable the ROM mode, SSD repairment, firmware update. This is a basic. Before starting class we have to understand this thing. Then we will go in the first chapter, that is a logical, that is a software related issues. So first we understand what is a trim in SSD, how data store in SSD NVMe, deleted recovery in SSD, what are the problems, formatted recovery in SSD NVMe, if trim enable disable, that we have to understand what is an enable, what is a disable, partition recovery, IO error, unallocated, these problems we can check with the logical. That is the first chapter. Second chapter is a firmware and translator issues. For translator issues with the MRT or PC3000, we will show you in second chapter is for firmware. So how to identify SSD controller, flash, and firmware tools list and use, which different device we are using. MRT and PC3000 SSD, these two tools are we are using. So that is a recovery tool use. How to load LDR, safe mode, translator, disk to disk, image copy, firmware recovery without MRT PC3000. If you don't have MRT PC3000, another option, how to recover, which are additional tools, and there we have a case studies of the firmware also. Then third option is electronic. Electronic failure means there is a PCB related issues, heating. So we will go first basic electronics. Third portions, identify and testing of electronic components, SSD NVMe pin identify and testing short, open, close. These and NAND replacement, controller replacement, okay, soldering, removing, no power, these all are we have done in the third case. And fourth is a case study. We have a lots of collection of the case studies of NVMe. Okay, so we have a lots of case studies. And one last option, if someone only want to repair SSD repairing course, that is the different. In this also we have a different course content. This is a detailed course content what we are showing. Okay, and we have some case studies also. If you want to buy only case studies, how we are repair the hard disk, so we have some case studies collections. These are the case studies collection. See, this is one case study. It is done in MRT. It is 15-minute videos. Second, SSD data bad blocks, no data shown, case studies, then MRT. Third, firmware case, that is an QLC, not support chip. Third, SSD Hikvision C100 240 controller recovery in PC3000 English video. It is done in PC3000. These case SSD constant detect but data not open image in MRT, that is done in MRT through MRT. It is in English video. SanDisk size okay, not scan. Data recover with the MRT, that is done with the MRT. This is part 1, part 2. SSD Kingston 128 GB SM not detect, MRT not run, PC3000 LDR load okay. This is done with the PC3000. SSD Lite also we have done. Some PCB related case, that is a power sorting issue, 12-minute videos are there. SSD no power case study English. फिर crucial SSD no power SATA problem repair. Then some more cases are there. फिर SSD or more case Yester study explain, that is also there. Or some more 3-4 more videos also there, that will be included in this class. So if you want to study online course, you can join to our online course. We have a self study class or Zoom class. If you want to do the offline class, we are conducting one class approximately on October, approximately September 2nd week, maybe SSD class. So you can contact us. We will show you the schedules of the offline class. First you have to do the online class, then only you can come for the offline class. SSD all the model is not possible because some controller are not supported with the PC3000 or MRT or any other tools. So depend on the controller you can do the recovery, not with the model number. So whenever you ask me about this controller support or not, you required to see the controller. What is a controller? So you have to open this and you have to check which controller it is. It may be Silicon Motions or any controller, it will be there. There are lots of controller lists. See, these are our list of controller. So if you go Silicon Motion, these are the Silicon Motion. Fission, then Realtek, Maxtor, SanDisk, InnoGrid, these all are the controller which some are supported with the portable, some are supported with UDMA, and many of the case are supported with MRT, and some are used other than these three tool also we can do the data recovery. So we are introducing the new class offline also, but for that also you have to do first online, you have to understand, then you have to come to our class. We will take a 3-day sessions, full day class. If you want to join the offline class, you can pay difference and pay the offline class, or you can join the online class. Okay. Any queries, you can contact us 98241 44698. Okay. If you want the physical tools of data recovery, if you want to learn the MRT advanced training, PC3000 advanced training, all other training also available. Okay. Thank you.